Hey, doll, is this guy boring you? Why don't you come and talk to me? I'm from a different planet.
Wrestling fans, welcome back to another mind-blowing episode of Viva la Podcast, brought to you live from Revolucha and the IWR out on the World Wide Web. It's me, your host, with the absolute most, Red Davis. Fans, get ready for some crazy, exciting action, courtesy of the finest young bucks in Michigan wrestling. Some of them have been to the mountain. Some of them are still climbing the mountain. Some of them have been the names. Some of them need to make the names. It's the 10-man gauntlet from Revolucha 3 live, right here on Viva la Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Revolucha 3 live from the Royal Oak Music Theater here in beautiful Royal Oak, Michigan. I am your announcer, Harvey Smits, along with my partner, Red Davis.
And here we are, getting ready for the 10-man King of the Independents Revolucha Gauntlet. Harvey, what do you think of CJ Oatmeal?
Well, I'll tell you, his name is CJ Otis, Red. Would you please?
Whatever.
And CJ Otis has been quite impressive as of late, being taken under the wing of the homicidal, suicidal, genocidal Sabu. And it'll be interesting to see how CJ Otis fares. He is actually an accomplished amateur wrestler, or what you would call a shooter, Red, going up against Anthony Rivera in this first bout.
Amateur wrestling aside, Anthony Rivera is a professional wrestler, and this is a professional wrestling contest. You'll also notice special guest referee in this match, Harvey.
Whoop.
Zach Gowen, the one-legged wonder, Miss Natasha doing a doo-wah-dippity, opening the ropes for one Anthony Rivera representing Southwest Detroit and the Threat.
Well,
come on.
Interesting to note, Red, that the Threat has basically been non-existent as of late in the independent wrestling revolution. In this installment of IWR and blah 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 productions, Revolucha, you'll see that the Threat is they just don't seem to be together anymore, Red.
Well, it's nice to see Miss Natasha out representing her man from the Threat as we see these guys getting ready to square up Oatmeal and Rivera in the center of the ring.
It's CJ Otis, Red.
Whatever.
Collar and elbow tie-up, single leg takedown, CJ Otis with a pin, 2 count only, not going to get a 3 count that early.
That's right, Rivera
a leg
with the leg sweep.
Ducking the clothesline now, drop kick. Sends CJ Otis reeling to the ropes. Northern Lights suplex. This could be it.
Come on. Oh, Zach Gowen counting slow there, Harvey, obviously.
That was a clear 2 count. The cadence was clear. CJ Otis now fighting back, trying to get to a vertical base. Forearms now stiffly to the face of Anthony Rivera.
These are 2 big guys clubbing it out here.
Irish whip, chest first. Big lariat by CJ Otis. He's got to take advantage of this, Red. Oh, and a senton splash. Going for the pin. 1, 2 count only, Red.
Well, Rivera's got a little bit of ring experience. He's a veteran compared to CJ Otis. He's kind of a newcomer to the game. So, can't get Rivera on that.
Oh, and a release suplex now by CJ Otis. Sends Anthony Rivera reeling. This could be his chance. Pin. 2 count only. Again, Anthony Rivera is not going to be finished off that easily.
Oatmeal's got to hook the leg, Harvey.
And here we see CJ Otis ascending to the top rope, perhaps, having some words with some of the Revolucha fans at ringside. Anthony Rivera cutting him off. A couple of big right hands. Ascending to the second rope now. What could this be, Red?
Come on, Oatmeal's going for a ride, Daddy.
Oh, and a top rope stunner. That's got to do it. 3 count. CJ Otis has been eliminated.
Come on.
Moving on in the gauntlet, this 10-man gauntlet, is Anthony Rivera.
Visit IWRWrestling.com to get Revolucha stuff and to find out about upcoming shows.
Viva la Revolucha! Revolucha.
Whoa, it's just the beginning stages of Revolucha 3's 10-man gauntlet, featuring some of the best wrestlers on the independent scene. You saw Rivera tearing it up, but so many more remains lie in wait to get in that ring and make their name for the King of the Indies live from Revolucha 3. So wrestling fans, without further ado, Viva la Podcast, let's get back to the footage right now, baby.
First member of the threat to hold the King of the Independent strap. And here we see the next combatant, Whiplash, another rookie of Michigan Independence. Here we see a flying Inzaguri following up with another one. A lot of high energy from this Whiplash. What do you know about him, Red?
He's a House of Truth graduate trained by Truth Martini, the American kickboxer, and them guys over at the House of Truth, so we know he's put in his time and effort in the ring. He's certainly a ball of energy. He's a big rock and roll, heavy metal maniac, but
he's taking it to Anthony Rivera here now over the top rope. Whoopsie daisy, big forearm. Cutting him off now. Couple of right hands. Looks like he's trying to get some offense moving here with Anthony Rivera, but it's... Oh, and a drop kick, Red.
I think Whiplash is going to have to slow himself down. He's going to get himself all blown up in here, and a guy like Anthony Rivera knows how to pace himself, Harvey.
Would you be serious?
I'm being dead serious. Rivera right now, he could be playing possum. He knows he's got to get those extra breaths in and slow it down while Whiplash is in there jumping around like a hot tamale.
And a unbelievable now victory roll. 2 count only. Whiplash going to the ropes here. Being caught up by Anthony Rivera.
Come on, the powerhouse, Rivera.
And there it is. That's got to be it.
Southwest slam from Anthony Rivera. 1, 2, 3, and that's all she wrote. Was so far my prediction, bringing Drew Harvey, Anthony Rivera on his way to being the new King of the Independents. Whoa, Revolucha 3. You just saw Rivera from the threat advancing in the 10-man gauntlet for the King of the Indies title live from the Royal Oak Music Theater. Tune in next week to find out who else advances in this amazing gauntlet that is just the kickoff for the amazing supercard celebrating the cultures of Mexico, the United States of America, and of course Japan, live on DVD. Get your copy now by logging on to the official website of Revolucha at IWRWrestling.com. If you're at home twiddling around on MySpace.com, don't forget to hit a /Revolucha and add us to your friends list because we're the best buddies in the wrestling block. I'm Red Davis for IWRWrestling.com. This has been another exciting episode of Viva la Podcast. Find out what happens in the 10-man gauntlet by tuning right here live at IWRWrestling.com next week for some more exciting action from Revolucha 3.